Hey guys, I have been wanting to do this reading of Pamela Anderson, what a legend, since I saw the Netflix documentary. Obviously, Tommy is married to Brittany Furness. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Apologies. So I'm not going to go into anything dark there, or, he's moved on, he's married, okay? I feel when I watch the documentary, it's more to do with more sadness for what they lost back in the past and that she wants him now. I haven't even finished it, guys. I've still got half to go. So I don't really sense that. It was more sadness of what you've love lost, I'm hearing, of a love lost. So it's more and when I heard love lost, I heard reminiscing. So it's almost reminiscing about the past. Again, like a first love that you know you're never going to get back. You're never going to get that time back with them, and that's a sadness. But I don't feel she'd want him as he is now. I just don't see that or feel that. But it was heartbreaking to watch. So first of all, I will check into their energies together, by the way, because I know everyone's going to want me to do that. But I want to see what's going to go for the year ahead for her. I just want to get an idea, the months ahead, how things are looking for her. So let's just do a quick spread, actually, for her and get an idea of what's going on. Because this could be a comeback. Let's see. Spring. Summer. Autumn, winter. Let's see the energy here. I feel for spring. Now, guys, I can't remember when she divorced her most recent husband. I know in the documentary they said that they divorced. Was it 2022? Because we actually have the Ten of Swords here. I'll show you the cards, guys. We have the Ten of Swords, which is literally a complete ending, a death here, okay? A death, a complete death to the marriage, which you already know. There's the marriage card there. But for me, I feel like it's almost like she's going to be spending spring, still a lot of time healing. Okay? So the Eight of Cups, even if the divorce was a year or two ago, I think they said it was 2022. I can't quite be sure now. I feel spring is still her healing over this. She's still wounded over this. Now, she hardly discussed it in the documentary, but she's still wounded there. Now, in a way, I have no idea about their situation at all, if they're still communicating or anything like that. But the devil does mean there's still some kind of temptation there, in a way. Now, I think she could have divorced him, but I do wonder if he does reach out to her now and again still, because the devil means temptation there. It's almost like her going, not to go back to him in that sense, but the potential to go back to him or have a fling or start up communication again. This is the addiction card. And it's like that bad habit card, almost like what she says about she keeps marrying and she's looking for love and she's not going to find it because her one true love was Tommy years ago. You heard her say that. It's almost like her trying not to make the same mistakes in spring and go back and venture back into a relationship that she knows is not good for her just because she doesn't really want to be alone, okay? So the whole energy of this reading was the marriage breaking down. This is a spring. The marriage breaking down, her walking away, a complete severance to the marriage, her walking away healing from it. But at times, she's still got that kind of addiction card about, should I have stayed so I wouldn't have been on my own? Sometimes having moments where she may feel she regrets it and other times not at all. So I still feel she's moving on from that. And for me, the devil is that pattern. She's trying to break that pattern that she's been going through in the spring about needing somebody, okay? So that was the energy there. Yeah, because guys, again, the spring, the Three of Wands, no matter, even though it wasn't mentioned in the documentary hardly at all, the Three of Wands is still her reflecting back. This is not Tommy, by the way. This is not Tommy. For me, this is her most recent marriage, okay? Because they're going on about spring and it's just happened. This is what the cards are showing. The Three of Wands is reflecting back to that and still trying to move on from it. Yeah, again, Six of Cups and X. So I feel this is the one she's just recently divorced. And I do feel a lot of that is tied into Tommy as well, if I'm honest. The Tower, the moment I said Tommy, it was tied in. The Tower breaking down the relationship because of it. Because she had an idealistic notion of what the relationship should be like, and it didn't turn out like it did. Like she thought it would. And again, that can be that twin flame soulmate, that once you've had a connection like that, it's incredibly hard to move on and remarry and move on when you're always looking back to that idealistic time where you had that crazy passionate sexual relationship, twin flame kind of energy with them both, soulmate energy, okay? Twin flame I'd say more because it was very volatile. But it's almost like she said pretty much bang on what she said, okay? Because of that, and reflecting on the relationship she had at the past, she didn't feel she had the passion with the new one that she hoped she would, you know, and that's what broke everything down. So in a way, it did kind of involve Tommy. I do wonder if he's really gone for her with her finances, by the way, here as well. I'm hearing gone for her, gone for her. So it's almost like there's a bitterness where I do wonder if he's actually tried to, I don't know if she's done a prenup or anything like that, but there is something to do with money tied in there. And this is more from the ex's side, I feel. But we'll skip that now, guys. That was spring. Let's see what's going on for her. Again, sorry, I've got to say, spring is recovery. Spring is recovery. And quickly, I feel this documentary brought up so much again, so much deep-rooted triggers and things like that. It's going to take a few months to get past it, okay? It's almost like the people that are commenting say, we didn't know you went through all this, is going to make her realise how bad it really was, because she kind of did it quite lightly on the documentary. But because everybody's feedback and support is going to make her take it more seriously, think, you know what, what's happened to me is really fucked up in my life, you know? So again, I feel the healing period for her in spring. Let's have a look in the summer. Who is this? Who is this? I do wonder if this is going to be Tommy again. Now, we're going to do Tommy after anyway, guys. But this is almost like the soulmate partnership relationship. But this is something that's ended. We have the Death card, the Hermit, reflection. Still arguments, conflict going on. A difficult connection to keep going. Some jealousy there still. And I do feel it is a Tommy energy here for the summer, because the Ten of Cups is the family card, that they were a family, they were all tied in together. And again, like I said, guys, this isn't them at the moment getting back together. He's married, he's moved on, he's married, okay? The Death card is, again, it's like a whole massive period of reflection for her for the first 6 months, seriously. We've got the Death card and the arguments and the fighting, reflection, and I think she's really emotionally going to struggle for the first, I would say, 6 months. I mean, you can see, I'm hearing it's raw, it's still raw, and you can see it's raw. So I really feel this documentary's brought up a lot for her. But again, it's still the relationship that broke apart. She's still dealing with it. She's still going to be dealing with it. And it's more because it's resurfaced, I hear. Everything's resurfaced again and brought it back up. So that's why. Let's do the last few and see what's going on energy-wise. Okay, I don't get the best cards so far. A lot of it is healing. I don't think, honestly, even coming up to winter time, it's just a lot of letting go of bad past experiences with the Hangman. We've got the anxiety card, sleepless nights as we go on to the winter. This is on about, by the way, I'm linking coming up to winter, a big project, and about waiting for the payoff for it. And she's got a lot of anxiety there about it, if it's going to work out or not. And I don't know if it's a documentary, I feel it's some kind of TV thing, something for TV. But it's almost like, is it going to pay off for me? And there's anxiety around that, as in, was it a good move? And then as we go into the end of the year, the Two of Wands means finally looking forward at proper opportunities. But I do feel the next 6 to 8 months is almost like a grieving period for her. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I thought we'd have a new love, maybe. I thought it would show all career focused cards and everything like that. But today the cards are showing more to do with her grief and healing. Okay. Oh, Pam. I'll just check in quickly, guys, with their energy now, Pam and Tommy energy now. As in, how do they feel about? I had just heard old foes and old friends. So it's almost like you still have that conflict, and they still bicker, but they're old friends as well. It's more of a friendship now. And again, I keep hearing mourning. She's mourning what they had. She's still mourning what they had. This has brought up a lot for her. Now, it's interesting, actually, in the cards, because I do remember in the documentary, I think she said something about she hasn't even read the diaries or looked at any of the videos yet, or she doesn't like to reflect back. And there's certain things she does not want to reflect back on at that time with him, because she was so sad it broke down. And I just hear the word mourning still. But more mourning the loss of the idea of them, of what they had, than she wants him now. That's how I feel. But let's just see. How do you feel about Tommy now? Move these down, guys, so you can see them. There's still a love there for him. I don't want to get this to be... There's still a love there for him. I mean, we have the Six of Cups here, which means an ex in her life still. Okay, the World means hoping for a new chapter. Four of Pentacles means she does still have times where she reflects back on what they have, and there is an element of jealousy and almost possessiveness over him, but not in a way that would be... Maybe if you've ever seen an ex-boyfriend from 5-6 years ago and they've moved on, they've got married, or they're going to have kids and things like that. It's almost like that feeling where you feel a bit weird, that strange feeling that they've moved on, they've got a new life. It's more that kind of weird feeling than anything bitter. I don't sense that with her. I just don't. It's more, again, mourning. The Knight of Swords shows she still has a lot of affection for him. The Page of Swords means delay, and the Ace of Wands means sexual attraction. And in a way, I'm hearing she knows her place. She's not going to get involved in the marriage he's got now. I feel she misses the idea of them. She's sexually attracted to him still, but more, again, I'm hearing in his prime. Every single thing about this whole reading is her reflecting to what they had, okay? And it's more, the Page of Swords means almost like biding her time. She's not going to do anything there. I do get what if. So I do think she has moments where she thinks, what if, would it work if we were together now? But I'm hearing fleeting. It's basically healing from the past, guys. She's basically healing from the past. Let's just do really quick for both of their energy, really quickly. How's their relationship now for both of them? And how are things looking in the future for both of them? I keep hearing about this reading. She misses the idea of them, and again, what they had. She's not going to, butt in there. He's married and he seems happy from what people have said. Leave him to it. Okay. Actually, you know what? I've been talking about him and his new wife, so I don't want that energy to come out in this card right now. Right. How do they feel about each other now? What's the near future looking like for both of them, Tommy and Pammy? Right. Good energy around both of them. He's still attracted to her as well. I know his current partner's a lot more... I know the current partner is, people are saying, oh, she's 35 and she's a lot younger. I'm not going to go into all the bitchy cattiness, playing women off with women. I'm just not doing that. But overall, he still has that attraction towards her. It's more... okay, we'll go over it quickly. He still sees, so Queen of Pentacles means almost like an earth mother, somebody pretty much like she's described herself as in, I know she's 1st of July birthday, which is my birthday as well, by the way. We got the same birthday, which is Cancer. But it's almost like she's an earth person, she's a homebody. Queen of Pentacles is somebody that puts down roots, that creates a good grounded environment for her family, for her loved ones. So he sees this very ground and down to earth, somebody that brings him down to earth as well. And the six of like wands literally means after all the things they've gone through, they do feel they are in a way better place than what they were. They've overcome a lot to get to where they are now. And the 8 of Wands means the current energy between them is really, really good and really positive. And I'm hearing supportive. And I feel this is because of obviously the documentary. Now, in the future, the 6 of Pentacles means he's still going to be very kind and giving towards her. The attraction's still going to be there, but we do get the 5 of Swords, which does mean kind of arguments, drama. It's not all smooth going. And the 4 of Wands and a painful decision again. The 4 of Wands could be his marriage currently, to be honest, because it's like the 4 of Wands, the 5 of Swords is arguments. The 2 of Swords can mean a painful decision needs to be made around his current marriage. Now, I feel this is going to shake some stuff up, the documentary. It already is. And I feel that's going to be working itself through in the future with them. Currently, no, I don't see them back together like that. I'm hearing idealist. I mean, we'd all like to see them back together like that because the 90s, we all, it was my era anyway. But I didn't really want to do the girlfriend, the wife, sorry, because the wife. I didn't think it was really, But I'm not going to do it. I just don't feel comfortable doing it. He's married, she's with him. I don't feel comfortable doing it right now, especially if she's getting trolled a lot. So I just stepping out of that one for now, guys. But overall, it's almost like Pamela Anderson. She misses the idea of what they had. She still has a lot of love for him. He's still drawn to her. He still has affection for her. He still has love for her. There's still the attraction there as well. But then again, I do see some arguments and conflicts, and we had the marriage card. And obviously, Pammy and Tommy are not married, and I think that's his new wife. There's going to be conflicts and arguments and some issues within his new marriage because of this. I'm hearing the fallout of it. It's not going to be easy. I feel they will make it through and they'll be okay, but it's going to definitely be a rough patch around at the moment. And yeah, Pamela Anderson is a lot to follow up with, isn't it? Right, I am off. Hope you enjoyed that reading. I may do a part 2 in a few months. I want to see her get back into more projects, and you know, she always wanted to be a serious actress. I love to see that for her. But today, the cards weren't showing that. They were showing more about her emotions and her healing, okay? I'm not saying she's not going to do projects this year, guys, at all. I believe she's going to really be doing TV work, things like that. Maybe a few more interviews and chat shows, chat show kind of things. But overall, the whole card reading was about healing and her healing. Right, I'm off. Bye.